Voltamos aqui.
Na casa da senhora.
Na casa da velha. Ih, olha lá, o Hans tá
lá fora já,
tá batendo papo mesmo com ela.
A menina te acorda, né? Ela fala, vai lá nós ajudar com o brother que não cala a boca.
É, o brother que não cala a boca, eu acho.
É isso mesmo, amor, que você falou. Da distância, sabe?
Não, o quê?
A legendinha do que eles falam. Quanto mais distante...
Aí.
That my father appointed to decide. Look who's finally up! Henry! Come and join us!
Of Skeletons. Como é que eu join them?
Falar,
Good morning, Henry! You have no idea how glad I am to see you.
Pô, ele nem parece
Come
que
join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
Bonzão.
I'm glad to see you too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking. Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the third time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The third time? What in God's name happened the first two times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Pra resumir isto, não?
Não, eu vou falar. Vou falar. O Hans fica aí dizendo que é o... não sei o que, barará.
There was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
And made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
Reputação obtida.
Assassinos sanguinários ou mercenários da Hungria? Mercenários da Hungria? Não sei.
Pode ser.
They come from somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them here to Bohemia as mercenaries. They're a very dangerous bunch.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice.
Você viu o que ele falou?
The thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever.
É.
With a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, al dentes.
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
But you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
Eita, vai contar
The
tudo.
foe took the castle by subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the mighty walls of Talmberg Castle to get inside and open the portcullis to our brothers in arms who were poised and ready to attack.
And we almost succeeded. Only, along the way, Sir Hans here took an arrow to his noble seat.
Seat? He got shot in the backside.
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him...
I admit it. You saved my arse.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. I examined Hans.
Eita.
I saw the scar for myself. But I reckon you paid off part of your
Botou só
debt the
vestido.
other day, sir.
Hã? Mas acho que você quitou parte dessa de... Ah, sim.
É, porque ele salvou,
ele
né?
salvou, isso.
Eu recebi a flecha, né? Como você derrotou aquele facínora? Eu vou perguntar.
True enough. Hey,
E ainda
how did you
tem
manage
isso,
to
né?
get
Ele não
the best
matou
of
o
that
cara.
cockroach the other night when you hauled me here?
To be honest, by a stroke of luck. We were fighting outside, but that fucker got a hold of his falcon and let me have it in the guts. I thought I was done for. But I groped around and found a pail and whacked him with it with the last of my strength. And luckily I hit him a nice crack right on the noggin. Can't remember a thing after that.
My word. Fortune really does favour you. You chose your motto well.
Once we get back to Ratai, I'll have it inscribed on my shield.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things. But I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Geleoth, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Oh, Bajana, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
Ah, but I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that axe and spade. We can't manage without them.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've
Ah,
done,
eu
Bajana.
esqueci
Agora
que eu peguei a
encaixa.
pá. Será que a espada ainda tá no chão?
Ma had
Eu acho que
trouble
sim.
because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion.
Ó,
It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to
Champ
turn.
Salvador.
Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlana. This'll come in handy.
No doubt. But we'd better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you.
Realmente,
We're obliged to you for your help and
o nome
hospitality. God
dela
bless you.
parece Pavlova.
And you too,
Yeah.
sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your
Fale
healing
com o
arts.
Capão.
And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Though, I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein.
Bem.
Hopefully we'll
Você
never
precisa
need to
olhar
take
pra ela
up
pra
your
entender o
offer.
que ela tá falando.
Oh, esqueci, Nino.
Sorry for coming late, Ma. I got held up in Troskowitz.
Of all places.
Será que não... Acho que não
Acho
tá
que é
mais
pra
aqui
baixo.
não, hein?
Ali atrás, vê se não tá ali atrás. Não, aí mesmo, mas no brejo, acho que talvez tivesse aí. Aí... Ah, não, é a tocha, né?
Eu não tô vendo é nada, gatinha, pra ser sincero.
Olha pro brejo. Pronto. Aí, aí tem a
Tem uma
tocha.
tocha.
Tem esse negócio aí de madeira que leva no... Poxa. E se você chegar ali no matinho, será que você acha? Só olhando pro matinho. Através do brejo, sei lá.
Vou carregar a minha espada.
Quem carregou?
Sei lá,
Será
sumiu.
que foram aqueles caras quando passaram aí?
Me.
Será que Hans
You
pegou?
know how it is.
Esse
The less
miserável.
fuss going on around here, the better for us.
Fala com ele.
And if anything does
Falar com ele vai dar
Mas não é pra você ir
continuidade
embora?
lá
Ah,
na...
sim. É, eu acho que por aí mais não deve estar não.
É, né?
Uhum.
É, depois que eu dissolver o corpo, deve ter despawnado a espada. Tudo bem. Tudo bem, tudo bem.
Não, não, a gente consegue outra. Pena que a gente vai ter que devolver o machado, né?
Nothing
Já
against
foi, já
the
devolveu, já
hospitality of
pegaram.
good womenfolk here, but I want to get to Trotsky Castle right away.
Temos que ir atrás do vira-lata. Kentoff.
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
Eu lembro desse nome, eu só não lembro quem é esse cara.
É, né? Também não sei.
Eu sei que parece estranho.
Ou eu o vi, ou sei que parece estranho.
I know how it sounds, but I saw him. Believe me. I'd never mistake his ugly face after all that happened.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him.
Será que o
but
cara
that's
que roubou
nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service
roubou a
and is
espada
harassing
dele?
his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes, we'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. You're still my protector, though. So you need a weapon right away. Here you
Ai.
go.
Ele
You never
pegou.
know.
É, espada de caça.
Esse mesmo, ele pegou do cara.
Where'd you get it?
I found it in the dung
Yeah.
pile. Must
Aye.
have belonged to the fellow I brawled with that night we got here. Come on, let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
Ó, que lindo. Ó, ainda deu um
Ainda deu
trocado
dinheirinho.
pra ele. Deu um trocado pro seu bruxo, né? Assim? Oh, que lindo. Pô, tá muito bonito, viu?
Tá bonito, tá
Ai,
bonito.
demais. Parece esse negocinho de madeira.
É, o...
Parece que fugiu
Ó,
de casa.
agora, pô.
Ó,
Se a gente tivesse continuado um
esse que eu ia
pouquinho
falar.
ontem.
A gente morreu no tutorial.
É.
Porra, tá muito bonito.
Será que agora eles trocaram
O quê?
as flautas por essa
Pelo
gaita de fole?
né? É, pode ser. Caraca, é muito lindo.
Peter Pecar.
É a casa de banho aí que você falou.
Ó, agora tem vários instrumentos legais.
Nossa, muito bonito. Uai.
hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber.
Como é que eles acham que eles vão
I mean,
reconhecer
that old
eles?
crone got
Né?
me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed. Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord.
Ué. E ele sabe o que estava escrito?
Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
A galinha.
Provavelmente não sabe, mas... Ele pode dizer o que aconteceu, né? E quem tá com a carta? Caralho!
Se fudeu muito. Isso é bosta.
You fucking cunts! You know who I am? No, we fucking don't. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai. Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. Envoy...
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
I'm getting in, whether you like it or not.
Your shitty hands off me!
Look, wait. Wait, one moment.
E voltamos a estaca zero.
Estaca zero.
What?
Acho que o Hans tá pior do que a estaca zero. Tá menos um.
What the fuck was that?
So now what?
Quantas moedas eles têm?
There's only one thing we can do.
Beber e tomar banho.
Né?
É. Será que a moça dele...
É, aí. E jogar dados.
É aí, ó. Já vi que já vai começar bem. Ah, mas você perdeu o seu dado, Vitor.
Perdi, mas eu posso jogar dados sem trapacear.
É?
Que não é trapaça, é estratégia. Por sinal.
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Well, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
Pô, o Hans se limpou. O Henry podia ter se limpado também, né? A cara dele tá toda cagada.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy
Troskowitz.
I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? Oh, I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
Bom,
Primeiro temos que...
nos lavar e nos trocar.
Isso.
Well, the first thing we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub, get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
That's all very well, except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
Então vamos ganhar dinheiro.
So we'll earn some.
Earn?
I'm not afraid of work. And we're gonna need every groschen we can get.
And how long will it take for you to earn a few groschen? And where will you find a decent tailor? Before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be sitting on the throne in Prague.
So what do you suggest? Going back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
A laughing stock? We were outnumbered by a gang of bandits.
Yes, and how come they got away with it? Because we camped at that fucking pond. We've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged asses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas. Instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
Vamos voltar a enterrá-los. Porque, assim, o Hans, você não tem culpa. Assim, não tem, mas foi ele que escolheu ficar num lugar mesmo, todo mundo avisando pra ele não ir nadar, não fazer as coisas. Né?
Vamos voltar a enterrá-los.
Eu acho que é melhor isso.
Agora, será que os corpos deles ainda vão estar lá?
Eu acho que sim. E até uma boa que talvez já esteja
já vai estar luteado,
né?
Porque o cara lá do castelo falou, né, que foi encontrado o corpo deles e tudo mais. Então...
Mas será que você não consegue encontrar nada que possa ajudar?
Vamos ver, vamos voltar a enterrá-los, né?
Pronto.
Mas pelo... Né?
Go back and bury them as soon as we can.
Assim que possível.
Ele voltou pra enterrar os pais.
They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Pagenes. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food. About bloody time.
Eita, o que será que eles vão comer?
Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Cheers.
Olha a menina que eles salvaram lá no fundo.
What is it? What's that woman from the pond? Or the one you gave us away for?
I bear that witch. Wench! What I tell you? Feisty. What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
Tem tempo. Desculpa interromper.
Sorry to interrupt.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster. If you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment.
Is anyone you know going to the
vou falar com ela. Oh, você vai dar
Oh, hi. Poor Captain Thomas might never get back on his feet. Him and his men were attacked by bandits. Most of them are dead.
Jesus Christ.
Lord von Berghoff is beside himself and won't allow his soldiers out the castle.
Aha! So that's why they sent you for the wine. Wait a moment then. I'll be right back.
Health, lads. Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on. Are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
Você foi atacado por bandidos.
Nos vimos no lago,
We saw each other by that pond.
What pond? I haven't been at any pond.
Yes, you were. You were attacked there by some bandits. You, some other women, and us too.
I have no idea what you're on about.
Hmm.
I work at the castle and
Elas
I
estavam
wasn't
fazendo
at
uma coisa
any
errada.
pond.
Será? Aí bota aí, eu salvei sua vida. Ou bota isso. Tem tempo.
And I have no idea why you're trying to deny it. I saw you with my own eyes. You were washing laundry there with some other girls.
Well, I reckon you weren't looking
Nie,
too much at
perdi o
faces,
cheque.
eh? Clear off, you lecher.
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I
can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Look, please. I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the king's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Oh, shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again.
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
Bom. Hora de trabalhar.
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
Always ready.
Glad to hear it. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you work your debt off, like I said.
Muito bem.
All right. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house. But as soon as he got a sniff of
Meu
work,
pai?
he vanished into thin air. The
Essa
second
mulher
door
não é
in there
velha?
leads to the pantry. That's why I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
Certo.
All right, we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
It's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here before. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work. Is that clear?
All right, we'll do it.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
De longe.
Scallies.
Never heard of it. I ain't been further than the back off me whole life. But I know this place inside and out.
Aí, ó, ouvi algo sobre um casamento. Você acha melhor
I heard some
perguntar?
talk about some wedding being planned here.
Nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Sameen is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Truscovit's bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a bathouse wench.
Eita. Quem é Semin?
Who is this Sameen?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Sameen. The fort in the village belonged to him. Old Jan Sameen is the head of the family. And his son's called Olda. And it's him who's getting hitched. There used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but they still have some clout.
Onde vai ser? Eu posso ir o casar?
Não, melhor... onde vai ser? Melhor perguntar onde vai ser.
Where's the wedding going to be?
At Sameen, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
Will Lord von Berghoff be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are? But most likely he will be. Sameen is his vassal.
Não precisa. Tá ótimo.
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of invited guests having an ale over there. Young Svatya there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
Sair, né? Aí onde... Não.
I'll go and discuss it with my friend then.
And careful with them socks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that. And what can I get for you?
Olha o Hans ali.
Cadê o cara?
Funcionário, músico, lenhador. Eu acho que ele é aqueles caras que estão em pezinho. Henrich, fazendeiro buroco. Svatya, esse cara.
Svatya, esse aqui.
Greetings. Are you the bailiff, son?
Hi, that's me. Who are you?
Acho que deu uma melhorada agora, né?
Eu sou rei de Scallies.
I'm Henry of Scallies, son of Sir Radzig Cobbler of Dvorets.
That's a long name.
I'll
I'll probably forget after a few tankards anyway. What do you want? You don't think you're gonna wangle some coin out of me, do you?
No. I'll just have a couple of questions.
Ask away. I have plenty of time.
O que está acontecendo aqui na região?
What's going on here in the region apart from that?
Apart from the bandits, nothing much. Life's peaceful enough. The war has steered clear of us, thankfully. Lord von Berghoff is respected throughout the kingdom. But high politics is nothing for me. I don't stick my nose into it.
Você vai falar com ele? Que precisa de casamento? Não sei se é uma boa, não. Agora? Não sei
não é.
Farewell. One beer. Look out.
Fale com o Hans, arruma um negócio. Que aí você vai receber dinheiro.
Like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about
Ele não tá
it.
melhor o negócio da nitidez?
Tá,
I
bem
did get
melhor
something
agora.
out of her, though.
A sobrancelha dele estava
keep me
muito...
in
É, o nariz também.
Von Bergov is about to leave the castle.
Sacra! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down. Let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Lord Semine, from the local noble family, is getting married. He's marrying the local bailiff's daughter. It's going to be a big event.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like Von Bergov will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
Aye. Coming right up.
Não.
Não.
Well, I don't exactly have a plan, actually.
God's hat, do I have to do all the thinking for us? I suppose we could stand at the side of the road and wait for Von Bergov to pass.
I'd say the wedding's a much better bet.
We'll ask the locals and see.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
Ah, eu queria ver ele
I
ralando.
can't
Né?
work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
É,
Porque eu achei que ia ser muito interessante. Porque assim, o Henry já passou por isso tudo, né?
exatamente.
Mas ele, criado em berço de ouro, né?
Exatamente.
Todo mimado e tal, ia ser legal ver ele,
É.
né? Trabalhando a
bota aí, ó.
humildade.
Bota aí, ninguém vai reconhecê-lo.
Né?
Come on. Nobody will recognize you.
Maybe not now, but what about later?
Não.
People will remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, word will get around that I lugged sacks here like some beggar. As if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough. Oh!
Não seja mimado.
You know, sir, not everyone is born with a silver spoon in their mouth. Ordinary people have to work their whole lives. So you should be able to manage it too. At least for one day.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Eita,
Would that
gente.
be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks?
Nossa.
That's against God and nature.
Você aprendeu Igreja Católica, os 3 estados do homem e agricultura.
É. Não sei como sua língua não está queimando.
It's a wonder your tongue isn't aching.
Bear in mind that I'm still your master. Enough of your insolence and start accepting your lot. In short,
Ó,
be
repetição
so kind as to
perdida.
get to work. I promise I'll make it up to you.
É, foi péssimo. Foi mal aí.
Are you really not going to help me? It's just a couple of sacks.
Come now, Henry. What did I tell you about Bellatoris and the natural order of the world? I simply cannot carry sacks.
É, ele vai ficar aí. Acho que para ele fazer birra ele vai ficar.
Well, I'm afraid there's nothing else for it if we're to ever get out of this place. So, Lord or no Lord, the sacks are waiting.
Let them wait. Sacks are good at it. It's not long since I had to drag one
Gente.
sack through the night. And if I hadn't, that sack wouldn't be here now. So I think I've done my fair share.
Muito.
I mean it, Henry. Stop trying to push me.
Suit yourself, then.
Sai. Ele
Right,
tá muito.
I'll get to work. Alone.
Engomadinho.
If it makes you feel better, I'll scratch your back later.
How? Well, giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates. But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog. As soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head
que eu tô
into the
pensando.
forest and find the hunt in a trice. Although,
O cachorro aí
if
parece
you
que vai
think
ser
about
muito
the 3
importante.
states of man, Looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work. But let's pay no mind to that.
How generous of you, Lord Capon.
I know, my dear Henry. Such is my nature.
Bora lá, nem carrega saco de...
You're not the fella who's supposed to carry the sacks, are you?
É.
I'm supposed to move the sacks. Are you guarding them?
Aye. Thank God someone's bothered to come at last. The quicker sacks are moved, the better. You'll have your work cut out on your own. But don't look at me. I ain't gonna help you. I'll move each sack so you can get a better grip on it. But don't expect no more from me.
É.
God, I'm bored shit.
Então vamos lá, né?
Oof.
Pesado.
Half heavy. Oh.
Onde será que é a dispensa? Dentro? Não é pra entrar ali,
Eu tô
não?
achando. Por aqui, talvez?
Acho que não tem entrada, não. Acho que é por onde a mulher entrou naquela lá. É aí mesmo. Se pá, vai ter alguma coisa pra você arrumar. Né?
Não sei.
E agora?
Aqui, botar...
Ela falou pra não encostar no chão.
É, não tá no chão, tá no...
Em cima
Tá
da
nesse
lavadeira.
negocinho aqui. Ah não, ó aí a flautinha.
Sim, verdade. Acho que alguém tá falando de emprego ali. De work. Rapaz, é muito engraçado essa ambientação. Um cara tocando a flauta, a menina e o cara dançando. Pronto, só faltam 3.
What did I do to you? Managed to get away. It was the same bandits who attacked Lord von Bergov's men. Why the fuck doesn't anyone believe us?
Maybe because you've got no way of proving it.
Ah, deixa ele ir conversando. Ele foi perguntar pro cara se podia ir no casamento.
What if you're one of those bandits? And you're up to no good. We should kick both of you out, just to be on the safe side.
You're just an idiot, a stupid, ignorant village yokel.
Hey, your insults are starting to fucking annoy me.
Eita, larga ele aí.
Oh
Vai.
yeah?
Vai
You've
levar
been
seu
annoying me
saco.
the whole time.
He comes here from God knows where, talks out of his ass, and
Eita porra, licença, né?
Pelo amor de Deus, senhora, eu tô tentando aqui.
Carregar 5 litros de... 5 litros não, 5 quilos. Você viu o ratinho passando?
Não.
Passou em cima desse negócio aí.
Eita.
You say? Say it again.
It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
Eita. Calma.
But calm down, both of you.
I'm perfectly calm. It's your chum here who's ranting and raving.
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Hey.
Oh, you want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you a piece of advice, pal. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then.
It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Ah, meu Deus, coitado.
I'm
Vai rolar
so
briga.
scared.
É melhor irmos embora?
There's no point in this. Let's leave.
Poxa, eu nem
I'd do what your
apertei.
pal says if I were you. Get lost before something happens to you. I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me. Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers. Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then. You scum!
Eita porra!
Eita caralho! Eita!
Ai.
Bora lá, você sabe qual é o nome? Karatê! Aí, esquerda. Tá sem negócio, se afasta. Eita, que vieram 3. Esquerda, direita. Tá ao contrário. Esquerda.
Oh, não.
Eita porra. Tem um cara do seu lado, eu acho. Eita, tá assim?
You've no chance against me.
Shut up!
I hope he doesn't hurt anyone else.
Eita.
Fuck you! Show your stuff! We finished now, you're finished!
Eita.
Oh,
vai
Deus.
Vai de vapo. Qual foi a última vez que salvou? Eita.
Come on then!
Será que você não consegue roubar alguma coisa? Né?
Rapaz.
Uma arma.
What do you want?
Ah, um já ficou inconsciente. Se afasta.
You're no match for me.
Cut the bullshit and fight. Hey!
Se afasta, se afasta.
I'm wounded.
Aí eu queria estar ferido.
Cut the bullshit and fight. Jetzt reicht es. You're dead, bastard. Hey, get him.
E aí? Deu no quê? Ah.
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds!
Vagabondos.
A cara dele. Caralho!
Não acredito.
Bastards! This will cost you dearly. Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse. What? You behave like a spoilt brat. How dare you speak? You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle. But no, not his lordship.
You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess.
Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it?
Shut up! Oh, you'll get a whipping too.
Meu Deus.
Agora você não tá achando que tá tendo muita... Muito corte? Ó. Sou o único de nós dois com juízo.
I'm the only one of us with any sense. I'm not the one who acts like a spoiled child.
Spoiled child? You're in danger of crossing the line, Henry. Better keep your mouth shut. I shouldn't have brought you along.
Well, that's something we can agree on. I could have been sitting in the mill instead of rotting in these stocks.
And whose fault is that?
Quer colocar a briga em mim? Ou só estava defendendo você?
Who started quarrelling with the locals? In their tavern? We should have made ourselves scarce. None of that would have happened.
Oh, aye. Typical you, running away like a coward. If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Eles
Who
vão
else is
brigar.
to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
E você sabe muito bem, né?
Oh, and our little prince knows all about it, doesn't he? You only left your uncle's a week ago. All you've known up to now is a tavern on Rat-Eye Green.
Now you've gone too far. I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt.
Agora pegou fazer as pazes.
Jurar?
Não, bote isso não, parece que vai ser... Jurar que ele vai pagar pelo que ele falou. Ou ficar em silêncio ou fazer as pazes.
Lost for words, are you? All right. Have it your way. We really have nothing more to say to each other.
Você tá achando que tá tendo muitos cortes, né?
É, você não tá achando também, não?
Não, tipo, sim. Mas o primeiro também era assim.
Eu não sei se é porque tá tendo mais cutscene.
Provavelmente.
Acho que é por isso.
E aí, como são várias possibilidades, por causa dos diálogos e tal,
Sim.
aí tem que cortar pra cena que é compatível com o que houve, né?
But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Pior que eu quase terminei lá o trabalho da farinha da mulher.
Pois é. Deve estar rolando agora o casamento.
Só deu um tapa na cara dele. Oi, where were we? Go on, get out of my sight.
Caralho, minha coluna aí ia estar aqui. Eu não ia conseguir levantar. Eu ia ficar assim pro resto da vida.
You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines.
Eles vão se separar.
I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Berghoff at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
Ele vai assim com essas ceroulas.
If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. Alright, off you go.
Por isso que o Harry não tá... Por isso que o Harry não tava lá no início.
Que início?
No prólogo do jogo.
Ah, pode
onde
ser.
tava tendo a guerra lá.
Ah, faz sentido.
Porque eles se separaram.
Uhum.
Ali deve ser pela metade do... Não sei pela metade, mas... Ó, crime e reputação. Cada ação sua tem consequências. Se você cometer crimes, o mundo e as pessoas ao seu redor reagirão a elas. O que é crime? Tudo aquilo...
Pô, isso aí é uma questão, né? Hermenêutica.
Tudo aquilo que um cristão honesto deve evitar é considerado crime.
Eita.
Não se deve matar inocentes, roubar, invadir a casa dos outros, ferir pessoas ou animais domésticos e perturbar as suas vidas pacíficas. Consequências do crime. Se alguém pegar cometendo um crime, a pessoa o denunciará aos guardas e o confrontará.
Ou o confrontará.
Ainda que ninguém o pegue em flagrante, você não estará necessariamente a salvo. As pessoas não são idiotas e elas podem deduzir que foi você o autor do crime.
É por isso que tem a reputação.
Reputação no cartão de jogador. Aí tem aqui, reputação afeta como as pessoas tratam você. Quem gosta de você o cumprimentará com gentileza e os comerciantes poderão até lhe dar descontos. Por outro lado, quem o odeia pode nem sequer falar com você. Você pode melhorar sua reputação realizando tarefas, você pode piorá-las cometendo crimes e agindo de forma desonesta. As pessoas comentarão seu comportamento. Assim que você ajudar ou prejudicar alguém, as outras pessoas na região logo ficarão sabendo. Melhorar sua reputação. Sempre é possível melhorar sua reputação. Sempre é possível melhorar a reputação ruim pagando uma indulgência ou fazendo peregrinação penitencial. Que você pode comprar. Alerta. Se houver muito crime numa área, o povo vai ficar mais vigilante e se armar. E os guardas chamarão reforços. Quando as coisas se acalmarem, tudo retornará ao normal.
Suppose I really do need to find some job. I'll find muck without you, you stuck-up lord of Purgetown.
Ó, tem uma moça aí.
Over here. It's about time. Come here.
O que você quer comigo? Qual é a sua história?
What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you. I should actually be thanking you.
Uh-huh. For what?
Você que salvou
I've
ela?
been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of Troskowitz.
Nem me
You
lembro.
don't have to thank me. I could have done without it. And that fracas in front of the tavern as well.
Oh well, not many people can make such a strong first impression. But look on the bright side.
Hmm?
Now things can only get better.
Positiva ela, né? É, eu acho que você tem razão.
Yes, you're probably right. It doesn't get much worse than that.
Aí a vida
Unless
acontece, né?
Yeah.
A vida
somebody tries to kill me. Again.
You're still alive in one piece. It's a new day and the sun is shining. Like Tomcat always says, bruises build character.
É... E como você se chama, afinal?
Hey, you. What's your name, anyway? What do you do?
I'm Bara. Just Bara.
Looks like you know your way around here pretty good. You're from here, right?
I ain't. I'm just passing through.
Então você é um andarilho. Ou então...
You're something like a wanderer.
Nah, I usually find work with someone, stay for a while, and once I save a bit, I move on.
Aí eu já
Then
pode
why
ajudar
are you
ela.
begging here?
Sometimes I collect herbs for the apothecary or help in the tavern, but I'd like to go somewhere else, so I'm scraping up whatever I can. But on the whole, you could say I'm a traveller or a nomad, but don't say it too loud. The locals don't take kindly to them.
Why?
Because they're different, and it scares people. They travel from place to place and take their home with them.
I'd like to see what their homes look like.
You can go and see them, just don't stare too long.
É... Por que você está me ajudando?
Why exactly are you helping me?
Ih, ganhei reputação negativa.
Why? Because you look like you need it. I've been in
que
the ship
fofo.
plenty of times, and I know how appreciated a helping hand is in times like that.
Aonde você está indo?
Where are you headed? If you're only passing through here.
For work, to the city. I'm tired of serving landholders. They all promise the moon, but then you're eating stale bread, cold porridge, and a nary a groschen in sight. With the city folk, it's bound to be better.
É, não é não, filho. Vai pra São Paulo, ela vai sair do interior e vai pra São Paulo.
Becemo.
É.
Sim, pra qual cidade você vai? Aí você pode ir com ela.
Yeah.
You said you were going to a city. You mean like to Prague?
Oh?
Or somewhere further?
I'd like to go to Prague, but I don't know anybody there. In Kuttenberg, at least I have a cousin.
Aha. So you're going to visit her?
Well, she doesn't know it yet.
Essa galera
But
que
I
chega
won't be
sem avisar
troubling
nessa
her.
casa. Só toca a
Just until
campainha.
I find a way to make a living.
What do you want to do in the city?
I'll find something. I'm not afraid of work. I'm not half-witted. Maybe someone could use a cook or a servant.
Don't get your hopes up. The city can be a pretty dangerous place for a girl on her own.
You mean they don't hand out groschen by the bucketful? And the streets aren't full of roasted stuffed geese? I appreciate your concern, but I have to get to the city first. That's going to take me a long while yet.
É, conte mais sobre o Cator ou me ajude. Quem é Cator, né?
É o cara que ela comentou, como o 14 sempre falou, tem que ver o copo meio cheio, né?
Aham. Então conte mais sobre o Cator. Tem um símbolozinho do lado.
É, tem. Será que aqui é pra progredir? Que significa que eu não posso voltar? Porque senão eu vou botar me ajude.
É, bote me ajude. Preciso vestir alguma coisa. né?
Preciso de alguma coisa boa. Preciso de dinheiro também.
E de um cavalo. Tudo tá ótimo aí. E também não ter onde dormir faz sentido.
Practically naked. Nobody's going to want to even talk to me like this.
At least you're not walking around bare-assed. Although that might not be a sorry sight.
Very funny. I'd rather you tell me where I might get some clothes.
And what do you have in mind? Brocade and satin, a monk's robe, or perhaps Sir Brunswick's armor?
Cadê? Prefiro não me destacar tanto. Pode ser. Prefiro não me destacar tanto. Não?
Esse aqui é 5. Esse aqui é 6.
Sim. Mas eu acho que vai ser difícil achar uma armadura.
Armadura de Sir Brunswick. Não sei nem o que é esse símbolo.
Também não. Talvez seja uma gastação. Mas é uma pergunta, né?
What armor are you talking about?
A side quest?
Oh, nothing. It's just a local legend.
Oh.
They say a famous knight lived here who killed a ferocious lion and saved a many-headed dragon. Or the other way round. It doesn't matter. I don't even know.
And is the armor real?
Maybe. Maybe not. Guyble, the scribe, might know something about it. He has a lot of learned books. I don't know my letters.
I'd prefer something a little more ordinary. I'd like to blend in with the locals and not attract attention.
After what you did here with that friend of yours, even the deaf and blind would immediately recognize you. But between the two of us,
Reputação perdida.
easy enough to scrounge up a shirt and trousers if you know where to look.
Pronto, obrigada. Isso vai me ajudar bastante.
Thanks. These will come in handy.
Just don't get yourself caught again.
Mas a gente não conseguiu perguntar quem é o gatorro. Se apertar voltar, volta pro gatorro?
Volta pra lá.
Então volta pra gente falar sobre o gatorro.
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too. He loves showing off to girls.
How does he show off for the girls?
With his muscles. He ricks logs with his hands. He even let himself be run over by a loaded hay wagon. Crazy. But to be fair to him, he sometimes helps people. Stanislav's sheep fell into a pit one time.
And Tomcat pulled it out?
And, not just that, he crawled down to get it. And when he found the poor thing had a broken leg, he carried it on his back all the way home.
Where might I run into Tomcat?
In the camp by the tower. That is, by Rock Tower Pond. He watches the camp for the nomads.
Should I watch out for them?
No, I don't think so. They mind their own business, but strangers usually mean trouble for them, so they're careful. Try not to stare too hard and hold your tongue, otherwise Tomcat will show you some of his other skills.
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
No offence, but compared to him, you're a bit of a lightweight.
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy to train a little with him.
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back whipped like a dog, moaning like he'd been broken in two.
Well, sure. If he's that strong, I'm not surprised.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know. Or at least that's what the poor man said.
Finalmente combate.
Vai falar com o gatorro. Me ajude, pode pedir dinheiro agora, né?
I have no money. I might as well beg on the village green like you.
The hell you will. This is my turf. Here you go. I'll skip supper.
Oh.
It's part of your doing anyway.
Wow. I mean, thank you. Seriously.
Yeah, don't start crying. You'd better find some work quick.
Não tem onde dormir?
Do you know where I might find accommodation?
Betty in the tavern lets people sleep in the hay. But you have to pay.
I'm not going near that tavern. I'd catch hell again. Got any other ideas?
If you find some work, maybe you'll get a place to sleep too.
Então bora trabalhar.
É.
Bye bye, voltar. Né? Um prazer.
Oh well. It was nice to meet you, but I should probably get going. Get a job, and so on.
Don't worry,
Coisa
you'll
e tal.
manage. Till we meet again.
Jogo salvo.
Caralho, olha quanto ícone.
Ali, né? Liberou muita coisa.